Hello, Bulldog families. My name is Jason Perry, and I'm a teacher here at Columbus North in the mathematics department. And if you're watching this video, then you either are a student in one of my classes or you have a student in one of my classes. This year, I'm teaching 4 sections of honors pre-calculus and one section of math recovery. So if your student is in one of those classes, welcome. Welcome to my little corner of Columbus North. I'm starting my 29th year of teaching overall and my 20th year at Columbus North. So I've been a Bulldog a long, long time, and I hope to retire as a Bulldog a number of years from now. Obviously, if you're taking time to watch this open house video, then you are interested in the same thing that I am, and that is success for your student. And some things that we can do to work together to make sure that that happens or has the best chance of happening. Number one, as a parent, you can help make sure that your students have great attendance. It's really hard to teach when they're at home. They can pick up the notes from someone, and there are other things that they can do to help kind of get caught up. But there's a lot of discussion that happens in our classes that you just can't simulate by picking up somebody else's notes. So obviously, we don't want kids to come to school if they're sick. But if they're just tired and cranky and don't want to come to school, encourage them to get to school. It's really important that they are here, especially with block schedule, because we have to cram almost 2 class periods into one each day. Every day they miss is like missing 2 full days in most schools. So it's important that they're here if possible at all. Second thing you can do as a parent is to check PowerSchool regularly. I update my grades regularly, and as soon as I hit save on my grades, they are available to you immediately, so you can see an updated report of what grades your student might be missing and what their current score is. So make sure that you're checking PowerSchool consistently, and make sure that your student knows that you're checking PowerSchool consistently as well. That accountability will be good for those students as well, knowing that you're going to be keeping track of that. So that's very important. Make sure that your student is showing you my Canvas page as often as possible. That gives you a day-to-day operations of what goes on in my classroom. That's a great resource for the students to see what the assignment was, when it's due, if they missed anything because they were at home sick or they had an appointment or something. They have access to all the materials that all the other students did if they just click on my Canvas page, on my modules page of Canvas. That's going to be a great tool. So make sure that you're checking that regularly. I don't know that the parents can access that directly, but you can do that through your student, and they can help show you and navigate through some of the resources that are available on those pages. Probably the most important thing is not really about accountability or things like that, but you can really help at home, help the student develop what we call at North and across the country a growth mindset. A growth mindset is focused less on what is inherently good, what I'm inherently good at, or what I might even be interested in, but to focus more on what my potential is. That we believe that everybody's a potential learner, regardless of what your background was, regardless of genetics, regardless of any of those kinds of things. We believe that everybody can learn and get better. If you have opportunities at home as a parent to help develop that growth mindset, that sense of curiosity, if you can take them out in the garage and teach them about changing oil or changing a tire, if you can get them in the kitchen and talk about how to cook something or prepare a meal and how you might use fractions when you are doubling a recipe, or how you might need to go to your garage and find what socket goes between this one and this one. Opportunities to show them that you don't have to be sitting in a math class to use math work. If there are things that you do in your job or in your hobbies that involve some math things, anything we can expose the students to that shows the relevance of some things that we're learning in school is very, very helpful. And that's what we try and develop, especially in my classroom. We try and learn from failures a lot more than from successes. We celebrate failures in my class. We know it's a part of learning. We teach in my class that you can learn a lot more from failures and improvement from there, realizing what you did wrong, why that led down a path that didn't get us where we wanted. And those are things and skills that you can develop, whether you're putting a roof on your house or you're mowing your grass, or things that you just do every day, laundry at your house or whatever kind of chores you're doing. Those are things that you can say, here's a place where I wasn't successful. This is what I did to fix that. Now I'm better at it. And that really helps develop a growth mindset, especially when it's modeled by adults. Too often in our society, I think that students are taught that you either are good at something or you're not. And if you're not good at it, you leave it to somebody else who is. We want to develop the mindset that says, you know what, I may not be good at it right now, but that's something I can learn. And I think that that's helpful. Even if it's not necessarily something that you're going to use in your everyday life, just the ability to identify places where you're not good at things and developing a plan of attack to improve those. That's an important skill that we're trying to teach. Math just happens to be the vehicle that I use to try and teach that. But really, we're trying to teach these kids to be great adults someday, and developing a growth mindset is an important part of that. So that's a big part of what I do in my class, and I hope that you can help develop that and help support that from your role with them when they're at home as well. If you need to reach out to me and get in touch with me at any time, I bounce around between the athletic office, which is where I am right now, and my classroom 24/16 up in the math wing. And I'm kind of hard to reach by phone. The best way to probably reach me is via my email. I'll show you my email address on here. I don't know how well you can see that, but my email is a little bit different than a lot of people. It's perryja at, where most teachers have just their last name and first initial. Mine is a little bit different. If you go through our North web page and you click on my name, it will go to the right email. That's the best way to message me. You can also use Parent Square. Your students can also message me through Student Square or also through Canvas. That's the best way to reach me in all those situations. I would love to reach out and chat with you if you have any questions. I look forward to an awesome year with your student. Hopefully we'll get a chance to run into each other and meet each other at some point, but I'm anxious to work with your student, get to know them better, find out what kind of learner they are right now, and how I can develop them to become lifelong learners. My classroom just happens to be the vehicle for that, but it's a skill we're all trying to develop at North. So I thank you for your time. Again, reach out if you have any questions. I'm looking forward to working with your student. Thank you.